to News Geelong. Read the Play is an innovative program which addresses the health and well-being of young people, with programs around mental health literacy designed for the junior levels of sport clubs. With the Kempe Group the major sponsor, News Geelong spoke with Kempe International CEO Grant Kempe and leading Geelong businessman and community leader Frank Costa about Read the Play.
The Kempe Read the Play program deals with mental health problems and drug and alcohol issues in those youngsters playing football and netball at junior level. And we're speaking with some of the ambassadors of this program. Why did Kempe initiate the Read the Play program?
We recognise the need within the Geelong local community to increase youth health awareness in relation to drugs, alcohol and mental health. Dave Langley, one of our executives, led the way to create the Read the Play program along with many other stakeholders. Kempe provided the primary ongoing sponsorship commitment. This is now also supported by many other sponsors. The program has been very successful and is recognised as a major mental health initiative supported by the Geelong football and netball leagues.
What value is there in a program like this for a company such as Kempe?
Read the Play gives us an opportunity to make a positive contribution within the Geelong community. In fact, we have now employed a full-time coordinator and we're expanding the program nationally within Australia, within the regions where we have a permanent presence.
Well, can you tell us about the Kempe Community Challenge?
The Community Challenge is a competition to increase awareness of mental health problems within Geelong schools. 25 local Geelong schools are participating in a competition primarily involving students from year 9 to 10. The task is to provide a short video in support of removing the stigma of mental health illness by talking about it. The winning entry will receive a $1,000 cash prize sponsored by Kempe Engineering, and we've had an incredible response from the schools in relation to the benefit that this challenge is providing for the students who are participating in it.
I'd just like to say a few words about why I see that the Read the Play program is so important, particularly in our community, but really all over Australia. I shudder to think how many of my close friends I know that have lost a young adolescent through suicide. I have my wife's cousin, lost a young boy at 16. My sister lost a young boy at 20. A lot of my friends in Melbourne have lost boys, mostly boys. Seems to be harder on boys and girls for some reason to combat depression or worry. And it is something that if we'd caught onto it earlier and understood earlier exactly what was troubling these boys and girls, we may have been able to save their lives, in fact give them a quality of life that's missing badly for them at the moment. And it is so hard to see, particularly in boys. Boys are pretty macho. They don't like to share their problems like girls tend to. They don't confide in others as well. They like to make sure that they appear to be strong and bulletproof, etc. And so much of this happening is an absolute staggering stat to me that there are more suicides in the developed world in Australia than any other country in the developed world. And I look at our country that seems to have everything, great opportunity. If you want to get a good education, you can. If you want to find yourself a good job and get into a career or start your own business, you've got more opportunity here than most other countries. So why is it? So there's other pressures in the lives of young people that we're not aware of. So to be able to just open your eyes, see how other people, or young people in particular, are reacting to certain challenges, understand the enormous volume of depression amongst our community. I think Jeff Kennett says it's more than 1 in 5. He's very heavily involved in Beyond Blue, which seeks to try and support people with depression, but more than 1 in 5 Australians are suffering from some form of depression sometime in their lives. So if we can just be aware of our friends, our relatives, our children, and how they are looking, how they're acting, look for little signs that might say, I'm not quite feeling myself today, and then using the right opportunity to communicate with them, just say, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Anything bothering you? Whatever the right opening might be, and get a conversation going. And if you can do that, then the person you're talking to feels relaxed enough to actually put their thoughts on the table with you, you might get the big chance to turn them around. And sometimes it's just one little conversation leading to one little bit of help that can make all the difference for that human being. So with a great community that we have, particularly in Geelong and District, to see the lives being lost that we're losing, or those that we're not losing, they're just still going through internal turmoil and pain. If somebody showed they care, really talked to them and maybe found the direction they should take to get away from that problem, it would make a huge difference. So I commend all of those that are working with Read the Play. I commend all the sporting groups around Geelong that have picked it up, taken it up and tried to make an impression right through their organisations of how they can help others. Then we will make a difference. So I'd ask you all, please support them. It's a great thing that the people that are really supporting Read the Play are doing. And if we can help them, we're helping our community be a better and healthier one.
On behalf of Read the Play, this is Ian Nichols.
Thank you very much, Ian Nichols. And now for this week's footy tips from our panel of News Geelong experts. Here's a host of winners just for you as we throw to Mitch Scoop Cleary.
Thanks, Rollo. And here are my BFL tips on behalf of Nathan Curry, who's away this week. First up tonight, we're going to take Queenscliff over Anglesea, the reigning premiers, to do the job over the Roos there. Curry's boys, Drysdale to beat Port Arlington very comfortably. Ocean Grove over Newcombe. Ammo's in a very tight one at home to Mottawarri, and Torquay to get the chocolates over Barnheads. And here are my tips for GFL action round 3. This Saturday's match of the round sees St Mary's take on Leopold in a massive clash for both sides, sitting 2-0 at St Mary's Oval. Leopold took the points off Newtown and Chua last week, but the omissions of Jason Tom and Jai Bolton back to Werribee's VFL sees me lean in the favour of St Mary's by less than a kick. In other matches, I'm going to take Bell Park over Lara in a closely fought contest, Colac to bounce back over North Shore, and Newtown and Chua to claim their first points over St Albans, and in Sunday's clash at West Oval, John West St Peters for their first points in season 2012 over Grovedale. Now it's over to you, Grubby.
Good on you, thanks Mitch, and g'day viewers, welcome to Grubby's Tips for round 3 in the WAFL. This week we'll go for Albion to beat Hoppers Crossing, we will go for Deer Park to beat North Footscray, we'll go for Altona to beat Sunshine Heights, we'll go for Spotswood to beat Sunshine, and of course we might go for Port Colts to beat St Albans. In the GDFL, for the round 3, we'll go for Werribee Centrals to beat Inverleigh. We'll give them one more chance. We'll go for East Geelong to beat the Belmont Lions in the match of the day. Belpost Hill to beat Thompson at Godfrey Street. North Geelong to beat Corio. Bannockburn to beat Geelong West. Good to see West had a win though. And Anarchy to beat Winchelsea. Thanks very much. Enjoy your footy. Hope your team wins. And over to you Troy.
G'day guys, it's Troy Selwood here from the Bendigo Bank VFL Cats, and here's my tips for this week. In the AFL, I tipped Collingwood to beat Essendon on Wednesday, Anzac Day. Tonight I tipped Freo to beat Carlton. I tipped Western Bulldogs to get over GWS. The Kangaroos to beat the Gold Coast. St Kilda. I tipped, obviously, us boys against the Brisbane Lions at the Gabba. Hawthorn to win, West Coast to win, and also Adelaide. Now, in the VFL, we're obviously playing the Bendigo Gold this Friday night, tonight at the Queen Elizabeth Oval in Bendigo, so hopefully we get a win up there. I also tipped Sandringham, Box Hill, Port Melbourne, Werribee and the Casey Scorpions. See you next week.
Thank you, Troy. Colac and District Footy League with the top 4 sides playing each other in round 3. My selections for this weekend are Apollo Bay to maintain top spot with a win over current-placed Colac Imperials at the Western Reserve. Third place Lawn to maintain pressure on the top side with a win over current 4th place Forest. In other matches, Birregurra to beat the Western Eagles. South Colac to move up the ladder with a good win over Simpson. Elvie will be too strong for Otway Districts, while Illawarra Biak have the bye. Have a great weekend in local footy as we take a break on News Geelong and return with more after this.